Hi, I'm Roberta Joyner, and my husband Mark and I are going to a celebration tomorrow that's a potluck, and I'm going to take a dish that has two components that we're going to make today. The primary dish is black beans, sweet potato, and quinoa croquettes, and it has a pumpkin seed chipotle cream on it, and that's what we're going to make today. So the first thing we're going to do is make the chipotle cream so that it can go in the refrigerator and get nice and thick while we're cooking the croquettes. So this recipe came from a wonderful author and recipe person named Darina Burton, and I've already measured some things out, so I'll go over the ingredients. We have 3 tablespoons of raw cashews. I'm just going to go ahead and throw them in here as we talk about them. So we have our raw cashews. This is how I store my cashews, in my pantry. So we'll put those in there. There are a few other things in there too, so I'm going to hold that aside. Then we have a half a cup of raw pumpkin seeds. That's how I store my pumpkin seeds. Just dump those in there. The Vitamix blender makes it really easy to make smooth, creamy sauces like this. If you were doing it without a Vitamix, you might have to soak the ingredients first to get it really creamy, or just let it not be creamy. Sometimes that's okay too. Let's see, we have a smidgen of fresh garlic, but we like garlic, so I'm putting a whole clove. We've got the lime juice. Where's my lime juice? Oh, did it go over here? I think it did. I better measure it just to make sure we've got 2 tablespoons. 1. Yep, that was my 2 tablespoons. It got in with the croquettes, but that's okay. We found it. Then we have our sea salt, which was in here. Just 1/4 to 1/8 of a teaspoon, and I just put 1/4 because less is better when it comes to salt. We have our non-dairy milk. And in this container, I've mixed the next several ingredients together. I have 3/4 cups plus 1 tablespoon of almond milk, unsweetened almond milk. We like this brand, Pacific, unsweetened original. And then I put the Dijon mustard in there. This is the Dijon. I put a whole teaspoon because we like Dijon. It calls for 1/2 to 1 teaspoon. And then I was so happy I had this ingredient that was in the recipe, Chipotle Tabasco sauce, so I got to use it. And I put a whole teaspoon of that too because we like spicy. So I put all of that in here with my wet ingredients, and I'm just going to dump it all in there. Boom. And see if anything got stuck at the bottom. We want to get all that chipotle in there. I want to see everybody sweat tomorrow. Okay, so that was easy. I think that's it. We just put the lid on. Plug your ears. Get ready for a loud noise. I'm going to start my Vitamix on a low so that it doesn't spurt out crazily. And I'm going to go ahead and start it. I'm going to stop it and check and see what it looks like. How creamy is it? Because the Vitamix really specializes in creamy, I'm going to let it go some more because I want those cashews to be really chopped up and nice and creamy. So we're going to put it up a little bit more. Then I'm going to have my husband Mark come over and taste it for us and let us know if it tastes any good or see if he starts sweating. It's looking really creamy now. So I'm going to have Mark come over here and give it a taste and see what he thinks. And remember, this is going to go on top of a croquette.
Ooh, that's delicious.
Is it?
Wow.
Does it
Not
need
sweating yet, but let me work on that.
Okay, it's a keeper. So we will put it in this bowl right here. And I'm going to put this in the refrigerator so it can chill a little bit and thicken up so that when Mark tastes the final product, it'll be just perfect. And so when we come back, we'll mix up our croquettes.